You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo. What's up? Yo, what up, everybody? How you guys doing? What the fuck was I just doing right there? It don't even fucking matter. This is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM, and we are going to discuss our relationships emotionally expensive. We have another caller online. We're going to see what he's talking about. He's going to introduce himself, and we're going to get it going. Hold on one second. Let's see if he's still there. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing with this equipment. So let's see if he's still online. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, brother? This is R.C. Douglas, Stillwater, Oklahoma, CEO of D's Down Home Barbecue, man.
Oh, shit, you just give out everything. Hey, why don't you give me your social security number and your bank account routing number and account number? Motherfucker said everything. That's what I'm talking about. He ain't got nothing to hide, just like myself. I show my face whenever I can. And listen, before we get started, I want to tell the audience out there listening, listen, I'm growing as a person. Maybe some of my views don't apply to your views, but don't get mad at me because I'm growing. And yes, I do have I'm hell-bent on some of my views, but I'm growing as a person, right? So, and this is just an open conversation, right? So we are about to discuss, like I said previously, are relationships emotionally expensive? Now, brother, you saw this on my Facebook, and you replied fast on it. I think you were one of the first people who said something, right? So explain, like, just go at it. Just let's see what's on your mind, brother.
The way I see it is, yes, of course, relationships are emotionally expensive. I mean, you got to think about it, man. In this world, you got many different types of things going on. You got material things that are going on, but then in the social side of the world, you got the emotions. And, each relationship costs a certain amount of emotions. You got your acquaintances that might be like, your $5 football type emotion,
Yeah.
Like you got your friends, they require, emotions that you put into it. But the most expensive would clearly be the relationship with the woman that you're trying to live with forever.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, because it's somewhat priceless, but it's going to cost you quite a bit. Like I said on your Facebook, I'd say, in those relationships with the woman being the top, those would be like the diamond and pearls of the social world.
Okay. And elaborate, because some of us out here aren't like in a relationship and we're not married or whatnot. Explain, I guess, some of the things that emotionally goes into like being in a long-term relationship and or married.
Well, yeah, I think the heaviest thing is trying to be in tune with somebody else's emotions. Everybody knows how they feel, but trying to build such a connection to where you can somewhat understand what your spouse feels without her verbalizing it.
Okay.
That requires a heavy amount of emotions. You really got to, really in tune and really listen and read between the lines, or, for instance,
Yeah, so...
Like I would say, like, that would be one of the most important things. That would probably be the most expensive way of using your emotions, is trying to find out and relate to someone who's not necessarily always telling you how they feel.
Okay, and it's so. Here's the thing: females, they are very emotional, right?
Yeah.
And I have been in a relationship. Hell, I think we did date the same girl once upon a time, but we're not going to talk about that. I didn't. Yo, but they're very emotional, but it's crazy because sometimes they don't tell you straight up what's going on. You know what I mean? They'll be like, okay, I'm okay, but shit is not okay. And then you go out with your boys, and when you come home, it's World War III. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are whenever I made that status, those are some of the things that I was talking about, you know. And granted, it goes on both sides, but I'm usually just speaking to the males. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I view, you know, people are emotional in general. I mean, like, the women could be slightly more emotional than us, but I mean, really, it's probably around to them we think, you know. I mean, like, when you leave to go out with your boys and your lady, you know, your lady's upset about it, your emotions are still thinking about how she's upset. We're just using our emotions in a different way, you know.
You're 100% right, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to be in a relationship, is because I don't want to worry about somebody else's worrying about somebody else's emotions, worrying about me or some shit, or if they're upset.
But when it's right, it'll just come naturally. You won't really think about it as something extra you have to do. Yeah, it has to be right. Like, when it's right, like mine is pretty right, as you could probably see or tell through the conversation. But when it's to that point, you know, it'll become second nature. You don't really have to think about, I need to make sure, you know, what you do will naturally, you know, involve her or, her have her best interest to a certain extent.
Exactly.
Not all the time, but, you know, more than that.
Yeah, of course. And that stems, like, I take that into, like, every aspect of a relationship. Like, if I was in a relationship, I probably wouldn't, you know, it's almost like I probably wouldn't like all these girls' pictures on Instagram or whatnot. I mean, I don't go out and just like all these pictures, but there's like, it's almost like a respect thing, you know what I mean? And I would have like a hard conversation with my girl about, like, okay, what are the boundaries or whatnot, so she won't get pissed off and I won't get pissed off over some bullshit on social media. You know what I mean? But I agree with what you said, you know?
Well, I mean, like, even like something weird, you know, like in another woman's picture on Facebook or Instagram or whatever site it is, like, that's pretty small and trivial. Like, you know, if she's really heavily on that, then yeah, you want to do whatever it's going to take to keep your lady happy. But I don't know if that's something like that I should have to worry about, you know, like.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I understand, but I was just giving maybe that was a weak example, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure motherfuckers is out there and shit blows up because of social media, liking pictures.
Yeah, stuff does blow up because of social media. Yeah. I do watch what I say on social media and stuff of that nature.
Yeah. All right, so do you think that there's a lot of guys who aren't in a good relationship and they fucking stress out, and that's kind of like an expense that they have to fucking take care of? You know what I mean? As if, like, just stress can cause a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, stress can cause a lot of problems. You know, like, especially if you're stressed about your relationship, it can roll over into your personal life, you know.
Yeah.
And cause more problems for you that way.
Okay.
You know, but, I mean, but then on the flip side of it, like, stress is also a way of knowing that you care. You know, people don't get stressed out over stuff they don't care about.
Or they could just be worried, you know?
Yeah, that could be the case also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, men that are in a relationship that ain't quite for them, it might make them more stressful, you know, trying to make that work.
So what you're saying is you gotta fucking have your significant other gotta be, you know, almost in line with you for shit to work. Like, you won't be, you know, going through extra.
In a perfect scenario, man, like, your significant other should surpass everybody you know. Like, she should eventually come before your mother. You know, I mean, she should eventually be that important. Like never really come before, but at least be in line.
Yeah.
At minimum, you know. But there should still be like a boundary, like that, like your mom can't cross.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? When it comes to your significant other or something, you know. But it doesn't happen like that overnight. Not like it's gonna happen the first time you meet or maybe won't even happen for the first 5 years or something. I don't know,
Yeah,
But it should eventually get to that. You want to eventually get to that point to where, like you can say, like, yeah, that's my number one, but, like, for sure, like, really, like, that's your number one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. So, out of respect, would you say that you don't try to give your significant other any, like, extra emotional, like, shit, on your side? Like, you take care of it, and so she doesn't have to stress out or worry or anything like that? Like, are you considerate of, like, okay, for instance, let's say I'm in a relationship, right? And I come home, because I'm in these streets. I'm in these streets. I'm hustling. I'm making money. I'm doing what I got to do. I come home, and first thing, fucking attitude, nitpicking, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's that extra, expense. Like, oh, I'm better off alone because, a peace of mind, it is way better than fucking dealing with a chick. You know what I mean? So, with that said, like, on the flip side, like, does your significant other ever come home and like, she probably had, like, a rough day and you give her time to, decompress and, you don't nitpick or anything like that? Like, are you considerate, like, in that way? And is she considerate of you?
I don't really feel like I nitpick really at all.
No, that's not really a dude.
That's the guy that, like, I come home and dinner ain't made, like, I'm butthurt or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I still try to remember, certain things that I can think for myself. And if she does come home, like, feeling a certain type of way from her job or whatever, then, if I ask her what's wrong and she say nothing, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna ask her again, but, after a while, I just let it go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because you know what, man, I was in this relationship, and, like, I'm a big thinker. Like, I think my mind goes 100%, like, all the time. It was almost to the point where I couldn't sleep because I was thinking. I know it sounds crazy, but I would be working out with this chick, and she would always ask me, like, what are you thinking about? What do you, like, literally every fucking 5 minutes. And I had to really tell her, like, just like, yo, just leave me the fuck alone. I'm just fucking thinking. I'm thinking about random shit. I'm thinking about, like, the fucking cartoon I used to watch called David the Gnome. And then I was thinking about goddamn cereal. Like, it's just a stream of consciousness. And that shit got on my fucking nerves. And, like, I was like, man, the next girl I date, I don't want her to keep on asking me questions. I know that sounds weird, but...
Well, I mean, that would get on my nerves.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck?
Bombard you with a bunch of questions.
All right.
But you were dating a girl, and y'all worked out together?
Yeah.
So, do you think you'd like dating a girl that you do? I mean, you love to work out, like...
I do.
Isn't it kind of pure doing it the way you like to do it? You think you, like, really want to share that with somebody that you're trying to be involved with?
Okay, before I even answer that, you flipping this shit on me. I should be... I should be talking to you. You talking to me. Goddamn, let me get on my... Wait, hold up. I'm getting on my couch, everybody. I'm getting on my couch. I'm laying down. My feet is up. All right. Now that you say that, there was another chick that I was dating that she was before I met her, she was fit. And then she let her body go. She was fit. Okay. Like, she let her body go. And then I worked that body back the way I wanted. And she ended up, fucking, have them wondering guys and doing whatever she does, whatever. So I look at those two situations and I'm like, working out for me is like going to church. That's my church. That's my me time.
Yeah.
Even though I have a lot of me time, that's like my sacred sanctuary. So now I don't think I want a chick that works out. And I could have a chick that I can go to the gym with, but she does her thing and I do my thing. But working out together, fuck no. No.
Yeah, but if you have a chick that you go to the gym with, like, the deeper y'all get into your relationship, the more things you're going to share. And that being that important to both of you guys, it's a no-brainer. Eventually you're going to
Yeah, we can share, but I don't want her to be my workout partner.
Well, I mean, how do you share something? I mean, what are you talking about? Going to the gym? That ain't sharing. That's just at the gym at the same time.
Well,
like, if y'all were sharing it, like, y'all are working out together. That's your partner.
Yeah, look, true, but like, I would rather work out by myself or
You'd
with
rather work out by yourself. You might benefit from a woman that stays in shape, but doesn't necessarily go to the gym.
I mean, I can dig that. You know, you do your Pilates and your yoga and, you know, your HIIT training at the crib. That's cool. You know?
Because, I mean, you probably couldn't be with somebody who doesn't work out because they might not understand your drive for doing it.
Yeah,
But if you know, chances are, like, you get in a good relationship with a woman who works out and goes to the gym, it's a good chance that y'all might go to the gym together. I mean, there's a good chance that she's going to want to do that, share that with her man. And you're gonna have to
because
you don't want to, and that's going to be something you got to deal with.
Because she don't want no goddamn hoes looking at a man fucking pumping weight. I get it.
Yeah, you know, you don't. Yeah, I mean, you don't want a nigga looking at your chick either.
I say this like respectfully, ladies out there. Like, if you go to the gym with me and no dudes are looking at you,
you ain't working hard.
or like, I mean, I know beauty is subjective, and I'm not trying to sound shallow, but I need, listen, it seems like I'm digging myself in a ditch, but I'm not. It's simply as this, like, you want to be wanted. I want my girl to be wanted, but I'm not going to step out, and I don't want her to step out on me. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you walking down the street with your boo, and you walk past some dudes, and your dudes are like looking at her, and you turn back, and the dudes is like, yo, like, you know the thing, like, bro, you doing your thing, look, you know what I mean? That feels good. You know what I mean? So I think I would be happy if dudes like looked at my girl or even try to holler at her, but she better cut that she better knock him down fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're happy when it's you know, you can look at it as a sign of accomplishment that somebody wants what you got.
Yeah.
As long as they don't end up taking it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, shit, you know, niggas be big. Like, I'm not the biggest nigga out there. You know what I mean? So it's all like, then the trust goes into the chick. Like, yo, like, you know, are you really into me? Are you really into my muscles? Are you really into my money? But that's a whole nother goddamn subject. And I've said this before, like, I have trust issues. And I'm just scared to be cheated on again. That's it. You know? That's my whole thing. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I am single, is because, like, me in solitude right now, like, I have no extra, like, I don't deal with, like, emotional expense whatsoever. Yes, sometimes I dodge, like, huh?
I mean, but you do, like, emotional expenses aren't just this type of relationship. It's the relationship you spend with your friends, with your acquaintances, with your coworkers, with your family members. They just all cost a different price.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, your acquaintances don't cost you nothing. Your coworkers cost you a little bit more, but really you just know them because you go to work.
Yeah.
You know, but your friends, for that relationship to be good, you got to spend some emotions on it.
Yeah.
You might not have to spend as much as you have to spend on your family, but you got to spend some. You're constantly spending. It's always expensive in a sense of, like, when you're broke, you can't afford anything, right? So, in that sense, it's like it's always expensive. To have any relationships, you're always going to use emotions. If you view emotions, I'm looking at it in a sense of dollars.
Yeah.
Expensive like money. Like, I mean, relationships, the more serious they are, the more money they cost.
Yeah. So, I agree 110% with you. However, there's one less expense I have to worry about, and it's probably the most expensive. You know what I mean? And I can deal with that, you know? I can...
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do worry. Like, I do worry about stuff, and I stress just like the next person. But
Okay,
like,
but would you say right now, currently, you're not in a relationship, and we're deeming that male to female relationship, the love deal, all that jazz, right?
yeah.
We're deeming that as the most expensive, right? Okay. So would you say that right now you don't have to deal with it, or would you say right now you got it on layaway?
Oh shit, this motherfucker here. I'll say I don't have to deal with it because I am not every chick. The reason why I don't have it on layaway is because I'm straight up with every chick that I meet, and I tell them that I don't want anything serious. I don't have like, I'm not out here like, trying to find a chick.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, okay, if it's something that you want at the end of the day. Now, if you're a type of person that you never want anything to do with that ever, then I understand that. But if it's something that you eventually want in your life, somewhere down the line, then it's just on layaway. You just waiting to go pay for it.
All right, fuck, man. Who are you? Who is this?
The guy you used to read to.
Oh yeah, that's right, everybody. I used to. Yo, man, don't be telling people our business, man. Shit. God damn. Yo, goddamn. That was when.
I mean, but you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Here's the thing, bro.
That's what layaway is. It's like I don't want it right now, but I'm gonna need it later. I'm gonna get it later, so I'm gonna put it over here. Like, if you want to get that later, then you just got it on layaway.
Yeah,
You
see,
just wait until you can pay for it.
you
You gonna have to pay for it, no matter what. They ain't gonna give it to you.
You're right. Here's the thing, bro. The more and more I get older, like the more I want to be a father than a husband. Right?
Yeah.
So, and there's different ways where I could be a surrogate, adopt children or whatnot. But like nowadays, man, like just relationships are, especially marriage is risky, like with everything that's going on right now. And I'm just like, I don't even want to play that game. You know what I mean? Like, the reason why I don't see myself in a relationship is like, I know I'm a good dude, but at the end of the day, I'm going to end up rubbing you the wrong way. You're going to get pissed off and you're going to leave. Right? Because that's how it's always been,
Yeah, but it won't always be like that.
I think that,
I mean,
to be honest with you,
but I can understand if it ain't your thing. But I'm saying, unless you're saying it's never gonna be your thing, it's on layaway.
Right now I can say it's never. Like, I'm not looking for.
Like that, if you feel like that, like then it's never gonna be your thing. That ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody don't need that.
Yeah.
I do view it, like I said on Facebook, I view it like how can you possibly pass up on that opportunity there? But I can only say that because like it's worked out for me.
Yeah, for sure.
So now if it hadn't, I got some partners that it hadn't worked out for, they'd probably speak on it differently.
Yeah, and that's why I love this, man, because I'm getting different aspects. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because for every successful marriage I hear, I'm hearing about like 12 unsuccessful, like
exactly.
horror stories. Like it's to the point that after I hear or read about these divorces, I fucking go on my app and check my bank account and shit just to make sure that bitch didn't get me. Like, I'm like, oh shit, where my money? All right, good. Woo, goddamn.
I bet one day, maybe it'll change, but
one day it might will. But right now, bruh, I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, ultimately, like, you gotta be you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't conform. Like, you come halfway. Like, once you're married, once you got to that point, But I don't really feel like I've ever like given up really anything. I found somebody who's highly compatible with me.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend like you have to give up a bunch of stuff to get to that point, because then you're not even you. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, man, that's a good point, man. I think a lot of dudes, they lose themselves in a relationship. You know, goddamn. You know what? I'm making this a topic. I'm writing this down. I think people lose themselves in a relationship, and they don't know who they are, and then that's how.
I mean, they don't always. Some people lose themselves, and some people transform. And if you've known them for a long time, you felt like they lose themselves, but no, they just not that same person.
Damn. So the question.
They're just a different version of themselves. Like, there was things that I probably used to do that I don't do now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there was,
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel like I'm lost. I don't feel like RC is lost. It's just a different version, I'm just different.
And I guess that's up to the person themselves, because I always question, what is, growing up, right? I would hear midlife crisis and stuff, but I noticed there were some dudes that I guess had midlife crisis and dudes that didn't. So I think.
Well, I mean, I think a midlife crisis is you look up and you feel like, what have I done? What have I accomplished?
Yeah,
and all this just went by.
Yeah,
or whatever,
And they have kind of a regret, and they want to get back time and shit.
They want to get that time back, but you can't get that time back, so. There's a crisis that can't be solved if it breaks down like that,
And they buy fancy rides or goddamn whatever they do or whatnot.
Yeah.
I can't see myself having a midlife crisis, man, because I enjoy doing what I just enjoy myself and I enjoy my time,
Yeah, I mean, and that's ultimately the most important thing. You don't want to be in a relationship if you can't do those things. If you can't enjoy yourself and enjoy your time and be in a relationship, then the relationship is not for you.
Yeah.
Because the number one thing is to enjoy yourself and enjoy your time.
And how do you feel about having your me time and being in a relationship? Is that very important?
I mean, it depends on the people, man. I know people that are in a very successful relationship, and the guy likes his alone time, or the woman really likes her alone time, or whatever. But for me personally, I don't really have that. I have a hard time, doing things without my wife.
I got you.
And that might not be good. That might not be a good thing, but we're highly compatible. So it's if I'm gonna go over and watch the game, I'm gonna go over to a buddy's house and watch the game Sunday. She's not coming, but he could have easily came to my house. But we're going to his house this time. No problem. But typically that would be something I know for sure I'd do with her.
Yeah. And there's nothing. I mean, and that works for you, and it might not work for other people.
But it's never been a problem. You know what I mean? But
yeah, see, I like to do stuff alone, and I like to. There's certain stuff that I could see myself doing with a significant other, but more or less, man, I've been groomed majority of my life to just be alone, and and that's, that it works for me. That's me. So I think in a relationship, hypothetically, what would work for me is, somebody who can deal with me not, always being under them and shit like that, and they have kind of their own thing going on and shit.
We can think if you need more, okay, let's say you work out every day, right? So, okay, you go to work, she goes to work, you get off, you work out or whatever, and then you add too much more alone time in after those things that are guaranteed. You're guaranteed to work out and you're guaranteed to go to work, whatever. You add too much more than that, shit, y'all ain't even ready. Y'all just sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, in a relationship you have to compromise. So it would be like almost like
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that but you need the type of woman that, I don't know, I don't do that, so I can't say that, like, I can't say my wife wouldn't go for that, but it's like, my wife could go to the gym to work out. She works out, she could go to the gym to work out, but I'd rather have her at the house, so I just bought her everything she needed. And if she wants to work out, now she'd rather work out at the house, but now we're to the point we've got so much equipment, she just adds to it as she wants. Like, she just got her one of those, I think it's a rower. I think they call it a rower. You sit down and you pull up,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, row machine.
Whatever, or whatever. But the type of person I am is like, I'd rather have her at the house. Like, I'm opposite of that, of what you are.
Ah, okay. Which, I mean...
I'm not in there working out with her.
Yeah.
But, we're in the same vicinity,
Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
But I wouldn't be out of shape if she left, it's just...
But
you don't
yeah.
have to leave, but if you still choose to go, I mean, it is what it is. I'll be all right,
Yeah, I understand, man. I understand. And a lot of people will probably think like, oh my gosh, he's mad controlling. But like you just said, like, you wouldn't be mad if she went to the gym. It's just that you're in a position to buy equipment and stuff for
I was
her.
in a position to buy equipment and stuff, and it's worked out for her. I mean, like, really, she still works out when I'm probably not around, because I've never really been in there while she worked out since we moved to this new house. But it's just something we built that in over the years, But
Hell yeah.
I like to be, I don't mind being alone. That ain't an issue. So it's like, if she's gone, but if she's not at the house, chances are I'm probably gonna go hang out with the fellas.
Yeah. Man, you know what?
So in a sense, it's like I don't spend a whole lot of just straight alone time.
I got you.
I'll be on the phone. I'll be doing something. I mean, I guess like that's where we're different. Like, you can do that alone thing, and that's great for you. Me, it's like I don't do it a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to be around people, a lot.
No, and I mean, there's people out there that can relate to you, and there's people out there that can relate to me. You know what I mean? And the thing that I kind of want to get across with like my whole podcast is that like there's different point of views. People, and the reason why there's different point of views on a lot of stuff is that people are they're different and they have different experiences. You know what I mean? And it's kind of something like you shined on earlier, like, your marriage is working, right? Everything's good, but there are relationships that you and I know about that aren't so good, and me asking the same question will, people have different answers. You know what I mean? So it's always good to hear good, like, different people's perspectives and shit.
I mean, let me ask you a question. So, what did you think? Did you think relationships were emotionally expensive?
Oh yeah, of course. And it's exactly like how you said. Every aspect of life with any kind of emotional connection or any emotional connections you have, if it's with a coworker, if it's with your mom, your best friend, anything, even goddamn your pet, like it's an expense. But with when it comes to somebody that you allow to get close and to know like your secrets and everything, like does that relationship, is it worth it? You know what I mean? And it's almost like if
as long as they're paying the same price.
Oh shit! This motherfucker dropping. I'm writing that down. As long as they pay the same price. No.
I mean, like, you're using you spending your emotions. You know what I mean? Like, as long as they're spending equally the same amount. You know what I mean? Like if it's expensive for you, it should be just as expensive for them.
But then how do we weigh out this currency, my brother? Because for somebody like me, like, I don't bitch and complain. And if I feel like you're trying to push my buttons on purpose, if I feel like you're trying to manipulate me, if I feel like you're trying to shame me in any kind of way, like I totally get, like I just get cold hearted or whatnot. You know what I mean?
All of those are grounds for being that way. I mean, like manipulation and stuff like that. Like, nah, you know, you ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and also, like, I'm a very happy, cheerful person. Like when, like I give off good vibes. I don't fucking bitch and complain about a lot of shit. So I think I don't give off, and I'm very respectful too. In aspects of like in a relationship, like I wouldn't put myself in a position to make my significant other feel uncomfortable or have any kind of questions about like my loyalty. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put myself in a position.
Think about the fact, you know, like this statement at the beginning, like before she becomes your significant other, when you first meet her.
Yeah.
That whole courting, you know, your first meet, your first date, like that right there is all manipulation.
Yeah, it is.
It should tail off. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're trying to get somebody to like you. You know what I mean? So
no, it is.
Whatever it is you're doing, you know what I mean? But it should tail off. You know, like it shouldn't stay. It should only be there at the beginning. You know.
Yeah, like it. That's the game. That's the game that we all play. It don't matter who you are. That's the game that we all play. So, with that said, like fellas, like be like when you meeting these chicks out here or whoever you're into, be truthful. You know what I mean? If you don't got that money to buy two cheeses for that cheeseburger, only get one cheese. Don't like just be 100% real, and if they don't like you, then
you're always going to expect two cheeses.
Yeah, you can, but you really can only afford one cheese and maybe sometimes a hamburger. You know, don't set yourself up. You know what I mean? But I don't. I think if I was in a relationship, I wouldn't stress out my girl. Like, I wouldn't do anything extra to stress her out. You know what I mean? But, to be honest with you, in the relationships that I was in, and also, like, the relationships that I've seen from the inside and out that weren't mine, like, for me, I've experienced when everything's good. Everything's fucking good. Like, I close my eyes and, like, I feel like I'm in the goddamn like Disney movie, right? Everything's cool. The birds is chirping and shit. The goddamn there's my grandma just put out the pie in the windowsill and shit, and goddamn bluebird is coming and shit. Like everything's nice, right? We living in paradise, but it always the goddamn storm comes and she'll fucking. Maybe I'm picking the wrong chicks, but she'll fucking just start nagging and nitpicking out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And or, like, I had a fucking phenomenal day, bro. Like, I made money. I'm doing this. I made connections. You know what I mean? I'm building friendships outside in these streets. And I come home, and my girl has a bad day. And just because she has a bad day, she wants me to have a bad day. But I didn't have a bad day. I had a good day. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit that I don't want to deal with.
I mean, it is tough. I mean, you know, there's some roller coasters in there. It ain't all peaches and cream.
That's so fucking true. It is.
I mean, like this, you know. I mean, there's times where you're not going to be like seeing eye to eye and stuff like that. You know, but it just depends. Like, depends on what you're doing, man. Like, if you're like me, like I'm signed up already. You know what I'm saying? I'm signed up for forever.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some major shit going on that day for me not to continue the journey. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's not going to be just like, you know, she was having a bad day, I was having a good day, but when I got home tonight, she made it to where I was having a bad day. Like, that ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna make me in the
Oh
relationship.
yeah, for sure.
But where I'm at now. At the beginning, that will.
Yeah,
That's how you put them out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and that's I that's 100% because like when you're not committed and you don't have those years and you don't have that marriage contract or whatnot, you can dip and dodge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when you in there, you in there. Like when you in there, you in there. Especially for a dude, when you in there, you in there. You know what I mean?
When you in there, you in there. And the thing is when I look at it too, like when you want to be in there, like even in the heat of the moment, don't forget that you want to be in there.
True.
You know,
True.
like
Yeah.
like male and female. Don't get to the point where you're talking so much cash that you done forgot that you really want to be with them.
Yeah.
Or you done forgot that you really want to be with her.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know that's
Yeah.
probably happened, man. I know that's probably happened all around the world.
Well, yeah, you know, you wake up the next morning and now, you know, now you're doing everything and now you got to do anything and everything to get her back.
Yeah.
When all you had to do the night before was just shut up.
Yeah. Yep. Goddamn. And these are some of the things I don't have to think about because
Now, that I can see, like, hey, you know, I can see where that would be all right. You know, like you don't have to you don't have to think about those things and stuff like that. I like to look like I don't really contemplate those things now. I like to look at myself as more of a mid-level vet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but it might be things I have to jump through or hurdles I have to, you know, navigate in the first years or something, you know. I got a pretty laid back lady though, so I don't really happen very often.
And a lot of people don't got that, bruh. A lot of people are going through hell. It's like I imagine, yo, you remember Saving Private Ryan, the beach scene? I imagine like dudes like dreading to go home because once they open the door, it's like that fucking beach scene and shit. They got the homeboys getting blown up and shit, and they moving and shit, walking on eggshells and shit. Yeah.
Man, those that is like that out there, man, I just tell them keep fighting a good fight, man.
Yeah, keep fighting a good fight.
I think if there are people who want to be alone, but I think like you want to be alone just because you ain't found the right one yet. But that's only because I have a really good time being married. So I just look at it like, you know, yeah, you probably do. I mean, it's probably cool and everything, but I just think like, why wouldn't you want to share? I don't know, you know. Why wouldn't you want to share your life with somebody? I mean, I don't know.
There might be some. I don't know. Like, it's.
I mean, come on, like, it's Christmas time. You got to stress on what you baby and stuff like that. And that's almost like people look at that as like in a negative. But like, I view it as like, man, it's almost like a privilege.
Man, I don't know, man. Christmas time, this is what I do for Christmas time. I don't buy nobody presents because I don't celebrate or believe in Christmas. Everybody in my family know that. And I'm not just like that because I'm cheap. I just don't believe in that shit. So I don't buy nobody no fucking presents.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Christmas. That's just the time of year. Just talking about birthday, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. I embrace it all, man. I just take it day by day, and I embrace it all.
Yeah. Well, shit.
And I agree with cats who want to be alone. I can see that. I just don't know.
Well,
I just don't know if that's 100% true. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing, bro. It's like, let's say
that is a temporary state of mind at best. No matter how long, it's a temporary state of mind at best.
I don't know. There was a lot of good bros in the past who were alone and enjoyed being alone. And the reason why I enjoy being
chances are they substituted, more than likely they substituted something for it. Like, they
I tell you,
it's because they engulfed themselves in that or whatever. There's something that, they're filling that void with something. It's not like it's just, I want to be alone and I never feel that void with something. They're always
Well,
filling it with something.
Here, I wouldn't call it a void. I might call it a void for some people who don't know the difference between.
A void might be the wrong choice of
No,
word.
no. I think
In a negative way.
I think the people who are lonely would call it, that would be more of a void. But people who are just alone,
People are alone.
yeah, people who are just alone, like, I'll tell you, some of the greatest inventors didn't have relationships, and I would say that
Of course,
instead,
they didn't have relationships. They didn't have, like in hell, it's hard to invent some stuff if you got a relationship. Think of all
Yeah.
the things we're talking about that you put your mind into to make sure your relationship is right.
yeah,
You got time to invent something after that?
hell the fuck no, motherfucker. That's so
But
true.
that's what I'm saying. They're filling that with
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and
The time
what?
that you spend on that, they're filling it with something.
Yeah.
They're inventing something. They're starting a business and becoming this great person, and philanthropy, whatever they do. You know what I mean? But you're always filling it with something.
Yeah. So
But that part, that what you're feeling, will always, it's the part of your life that should be for that.
yeah,
That starts off. It starts off reserved for that. You fill it with something else, and it becomes that. But it started off for that. It was there for that.
you know what?
Nobody says like, oh, I filled my inventor void with a relationship. You know what I mean? Nobody looks at like, oh, that single woman that's super successful is dove into her, is engulfed in her business and engulfed in her work, and that's fine. But what they talk about is how she's single.
Yeah, okay.
And stuff like that. Nobody talks about the person who's married and stuff like that, and say like, man, but they don't have a business.
I would say that there's probably a small percentage of people who are just don't like that. The being in a relationship has never been their forte. You know what I mean? However, what you said, I can agree with. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's like, listen, if I'm I'm a very creative, very ambitious person, right? And I've been that way my whole life.
Could it hurt your creative process?
Yeah. Yes.
I can see that.
Yes. It can. It can. It has.
Yeah.
It has. I think I've personally taken too much time out just because I'm chasing the American dream and not living my own. You know?
I mean, I could see that because, like, creativity, everybody's not going to agree with your creativity, So
Yeah.
I can see, like, if you're worried about
Like-
what somebody that close to you thinks about what you're trying to pursue, it could hinder it.
Like, I was dating this one girl, right? And like, I was really big into my photography, and I was doing my photography, and I mean, she looked good. She looked good and everything, and but she was mad insecure because, and the reason why I found that out is because she was trying to diss like my photography and the chicks that I was shooting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a very like, I mean, it was very venomous how she was doing it and shit, and I was just like, what the fuck? But she was crazy, and crazy chicks that got good pussy, and your boy was dipping and diving in it, and but then I woke up. I was like, I can't have this, and I'm glad I didn't get her pregnant. Thank God. Whew. But anyways, that right there was an example of how it fucking destroyed my creativity because you're trying to let me second guess who I am and everything. And then another chick, like, I had like this little side hustle that I wanted to do in the fitness industry, right? Like training people on the side and shit. And she fucking, I told her what I was going to do, and she fucking shot that down like it was a stupid ass idea. So I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done even trying to do like be in a relationship. My creativity and my goals outweighs any kind of relationship I can have with a chick right now, because I know once I am portrayed as successful and I guess the standard perception of, I guess, society or whatnot. Like, females will come to me because I have fucking resources that they want. You know what I mean? I'll be that ugly dude with them hot chicks, you know? Because I got fucking money, you know? So I know that, because right now I'm not showcasing any kind of status, any kind of resources that I have. Like, I'm living under the radar. I'm literally, right now, brother, I am literally like a walking ghost amongst like the dating world. You know what I mean? Because I don't, and don't get me wrong, like, I do get approached and everything.
I think that's fine. I mean, like, because it's not what you want. Why even, you know?
Exactly.
Why cloud your life up right now with something you're not interested in?
Yeah, exactly. You know, don't get me wrong. If the gods bless me with a chick and she falls from the heavens and falls on my lap, I'm gonna ask for consent first, but I'm going to beat them chicks. You know what I mean? Yeah. In this climate, you gotta ask first. You know, you can't just, you know, fucking run through chicks and shit. No, even though they want to get ran through nowadays. I know you don't know because you're in a relationship, but nowadays, brother, like, shit is crazy. Like, this is the type of climate, like, whenever I was younger, like in college, I was like, man, like, none of these girls really giving it up and everything. But now, shit, it's like goddamn paradise, bruh. But you got to be careful at the same time. I'm getting off a subject and I'm talking and I should be interviewing you, but you got me opening up and now these motherfuckers listening to this know who the fuck I am and they're putting everything together. Goddamn. But, to summarize what the fuck I'm saying, that is why I am not invested in any kind of relationship right now. That's it. Whew. God damn. I'm off my couch, everybody. I just got up. Whew. Whew. I blacked out. Yo, let's see. Is there anything else that you want to say before we wrap this up?
I mean, you know, guys, make sure you stay true to yourself, man. Don't sell out. You know what I mean? Like, don't sell out. You can't sell out. You gotta be yourself.
All right, you heard it first, man. Don't sell out. Be yourself. Don't allow society to determine who you are. Just, you know, if you don't want to get married, don't get married. If you're pressured into getting married and you don't want to get married, don't get married.
Don't get married.
But if you want to get married, then fucking get married. Do it just, you know, as long as you ain't out there hurting and taking advantage of people, you good in my book. Shit, with that said, I'm going to end all podcasts like I end all podcasts by saying this. Teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. I'm your host, Baba Tuesday. I'm here with the homie RC. And we are out of here. Peace.
Peace.